Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review on Marvel Now What, which is actually written by Skottie Young and a couple other people. It's just like a fun parody Marvel comic book. And before I start talking about this issue, I just want to give you guys a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 19, and that'll be annotated, and that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show in a countdown type version. And I have 5 exclusive comics, actually more than 5 I think, 6 exclusive comics for the show, and that's Pretty Deadly issue 1, Superior Carnage issue 4, Teen Titans issue 24, Red Lanterns issue 24, Daredevil issue 32, and Green Team issue 5. So as you can see, I got a lot of comics this week. But let's talk about Marvel Now What issue 1. Again, that's a one-shot. So this is a parody comic, kind of making fun of itself. And I love these type of comics because yeah, all it is to have fun with it. And I think we need more of those type of comics, just to have fun with something. So I was like, all right, let me pick this up. It is a $3.99 comic book, so it is a dollar extra than I think it should be, but you do get a lot of story here. And of course the Skottie Young cover, which, you know, are always cute. And they actually make fun of, in like the first passage of this story, Skottie Young covers. So really like that Marvel can make fun of itself and listens to the fans and kind of make fun of that and poke fun again at itself. So love the cover, but let's see what's going on with the story. So, again, the first story we get to see is Skottie Young story where he's like, alright, let me draw some more baby variants. And the baby variants, you know, like Cyclops and Wolverine and Deadpool, they're all getting upset. It's like, why are you using us? And we don't even get money for this. And he's like, okay, if you don't want me to use you, I'll use something else. So we get to see that story is continued in the end, where now he used kitty variants, and they're asking for money in the street because now that Skottie Young is not using baby variants and instead using kitty variants, and he is becoming totally rich out of it and off of it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And more story we get to see is a very wordy story. We get to see Marvel Apocalypse Now, where they're just explaining Marvel Now and why it's better than the pre-Marvel stuff. It's like, then we use more X-Men titles. Now we have more Avengers titles. So there's a lot of times where they're just poking fun at itself, especially with Marvel Now, which I so much enjoyed. And then we had a kind of lackluster story with Dr. Octopus kind of making fun of himself, looking at him in the past, and since he has so many arms, he was a puppeteer. I like the art for it and the Elton John reference, and they said, well, why are we looking at Elton John look-alike? So I thought that was kind of funny, but other than that, I didn't really enjoy the Dr. Octopus story as much as I could have. I think it would have been funnier if they poked fun at a Superior story instead, which they, I guess, maybe were a little bit standoffish for that, because there is a lot of hate for Superior Spider-Man and a lot of liking, so there's a lot of different opinions for Superior Spider-Man. And then we get to see 2 X-Men stories kind of making fun of the past X-Men and exactly why they go to this school, and they have these 2 cheer type people to make them work as a team. So it's kind of making more fun of the older X-Men and the older Marvel stuff. I liked the story. I thought there was some good comedy there, but didn't love the whole teamwork thing. I thought that was kind of cheesy. But still liked the artwork, and I did like the story. Now, something that made me laugh hysterically, even though I'm not a big Captain America fan, Captain America, he's online dating, and he gets catfished by Red Skull. And I thought it was just hilarious, the dialogue for this. The art is so cute for it, and I just really enjoy this one. Even though they're using some references that could get annoying, like YOLO and catfish, I think it did work for that story, and I really enjoyed this one. Another story which just totally makes sense is why Thor and Storm not go out and get married and have a relationship, because they both control the weather. And how did they both control the weather at the same time? So they kind of explore that in that literally one-shot story. So I thought that was really interesting and really fun to read, and the art was pretty good. And then we have a kind of female strong story going on where everyone loves Thor, everyone thinks he's hot and he's the best superhero ever, and we get to see She-Hulk and Wasp, and Susan Storm is like, yeah, Thor's not that great. And Dr. Doom just walks in to get some pancakes at a local diner. He's not even doing anything wrong. And She-Hulk, Sue Storm, and Wasp beat him up. And of course use the reference of, you know, you know, how Ant-Man slapped Wasp and all that. We do get to see that reference with Doctor Doom and Wasp over there, so I thought that was kind of funny. But then Thor has the last hit, and everyone says, "Ah, Thor, you're awesome, you did that, oh, that's cool." And Sue Storm and She-Hulk and Wasp are just like, really? We did all that. So I thought that was just a really fun story, especially if you like female stories. I thought that was really fun. And then we get to see the Watcher story. I felt like after the Watcher story, I'm like, alright, yeah, I get it. You know, I had fun with this, but it's kind of going on for a little too long. And I started struggling a little, again, just with the Watcher story. I started struggling a little bit towards the end, but still was a fun story. There were still some fun references. And that's it. And then this page is intentionally left blank. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe if you guys have AR, you could tell me what the AR was for this and exactly why it was left blank. I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed this as a whole. I really liked how Marvel made fun of itself, and I chuckled more than once out loud. So it definitely wasn't forced humor. I felt it was actual humor, which some stories, again, were a little lackluster, like the Dr. Octopus story and the Watcher story, but all the other ones are just pure fun. Even if you don't like the character, like Captain America, I'm a huge Captain America fan, I still think you can have a lot of fun with this. So I definitely think it's worth the $3.99. If you want to have a fun comic, read it. I really enjoyed this one, so I give it 4 stars. Very solid issue, and I just had a fun time with it, so definitely go check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Red Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.